Alright, it's time to get back on the road with the main story quest, so let's go ahead and speak with the Stola to take on the level 74 main story quest entitled A Beautiful Plan. The Stola is ready to move. The children's settlement is to the west, a place they call Woven Oath. According to the guard, there is an airway apart from the entrance which leads to the spider's nests. If the fates are kind, the way will be clear. Alright, let's go see this for ourselves. Yeah, let's see how this is gonna go down. Yeah, in fact, now that I think about it, the way I should have opened by describing the name of this quest would have been a beautiful plan. Yeah, I've got to tweet that one to Nintendo Capri's son. Yeah, he and the rest of the Runaway guys return to Canada in 3 weeks for the 2019 edition of Con Bravo, which I'm going to be going there for the 6th year in a row. But I won't just be going there for on behalf of Extra Life. I'm also going to be going there to help run a charity stream as well. Hey, Stola. Up there's the airway. Do you see it? Yes, I do. A bit far, perhaps, but do you think we should be able to toss the bag through? We should probably loosen the ropes to keep it closed, enough that it falls open when it lands inside. May I do the honors? Yeah, here you go. If you think you're confident enough, go ahead. And so sometime later, thought should do it. Now we wait. What is that? Whoa. Bees! By the abyss, they're everywhere! Help! Someone help! We have to save the spiders! It sounds like our plan is working. Still, it is quite likely not all were drawn away from their posts. Yeah, we gotta be ready for anything. If you should come to blows with the children, I'll see to it any signs of struggle are concealed. Failing that, I'll create a distraction to buy Stola more time. Should anyone get past me, it falls to you to guard her. Although I think she's more than capable of handling herself. Your concern is appreciated, but I sincerely doubt it will come to that. Why do I get the feeling we enjoy the idea of my loafing about bored in the shadows? Come now, Thancred, the shadows are a fitting place for the Warrior of Darkness. Now, if you both are ready. Yeah, let's do this. And so, away we go. In fact, I believe we're going into the tunnel here? Yeah, we're trying to get over to where Stola currently is. Oh, okay, no, I see it. Although... no, that's actually the path above me. Yeah, we gotta take the long way around. Oh, there's also an Aether Current over here. Yay. Yeah, we haven't seen many of these so far. So let's take this one while we can. Yeah, here are the people we're fighting. And they all just completely did not notice us. Yeah, I don't know how that happened, but I will not complain about it. Oh, keep going, keep going. Yeah, we're driving right through their domain, and they aren't stopping us. But it's still, we'll try not to make sure that they don't stop us. Yeah, I wasn't the only one drawing their attention. Hey, Stola. The font of seeing suggests this is a place for prayer. At the very least, they were not placed near this potential distractions from their worship. Perhaps the monument is further in. Yeah, as in over here. Well, this is certainly interesting. Let's go meet up with a Stoll in front of this giant pillar with text on it. Yes, this is it. I will be but a moment. Keep watch of the entryway. On second thought, would you mind examining the murals on these walls while I look over this? At a glance, I can tell they are old, predating the founding of the Blessed and the Children, in fact. We're like not to come here a second time. Do behove us to learn all that we can. Alright. So stand at the destination and examine the murals. Alright, so we see this obvious one in the middle, this Ronka mural. The mural appears to be very old. A ruler sits atop a throne attended by their subjects. Okay, nothing on the left, so we'll go back towards the middle to this faded mural. The mural appears to be fairly old. A knight shields himself and their comrades from an encroaching darkness. The central figure is considerably faded. So, yeah, over here on the left, this primitive mural. But yeah, I knew there was something on the left. The mural appears to be ancient. A warrior in the middle stands triumphant over what appears to be a creature of shadow. Other figures surround the warrior, rejoicing in their victory. And so, having seen what we needed to see,
these paintings.
oh, hello
They
there.
seem familiar. Depictions of heroes throughout history. The Age of Gods, the Empire of Ronka, and this.
What do you see? What's on your mind, Arbert?
There was a man, a researcher who pored over these pieces. He offered us work when we needed it. Slaying beasts, delivering provisions. A funny old bugger he was. But he had a good heart.
Yeah. Time for throwbacks.
He believed this first painting dated back to a time of myth and legends. A tribute to the heroes of a long-forgotten era. The story went that it was rediscovered by an explorer from Ronka, who was so struck by its majesty that a second painting was commissioned, commemorating the heroes of their day. One day you will all be here too, he said. Heroes immortalized forever. Maybe I'll paint you myself. I had a good laugh at that. We were only trying to make our way after all. Being heroes couldn't have been further from our minds.
And
But
so
it
now,
seems he actually went and did it. Before or after the flood, I wonder. Rather faded, isn't it, compared to the others? Or did someone try to scrape it off the wall? Well, maybe the man himself once he came to his senses. Do you suppose your deeds will warrant an addition to this collection? Or some other kind of monument?
who knows?
There you are. I have everything I need. Let us quit this place.
Alright. Yeah, he's gone again.
Is something the matter? We should go. The others are waiting.
I mean, did you not notice his ether? I mean, you're supposed to be very proficient at that sort of thing. Yeah. The Warrior of Darkness and his friends. And so now that we've accomplished what we needed to, we're now back outside. Let's go ahead and speak with Y'shtola. I believe I now have everything needed to finish deciphering the tablets. Tell me, Shinji, do the murals appear to be of any significance? Well, here's what you can know. Depictions of heroes? From the Age of Gods, the Ronkan Empire, and immediately before the Flood. Very astute observations. Perhaps in another lifetime you could be a curator of antiquities. Though it has no bearing on the task at hand, perhaps that knowledge may prove to be of use in the future. Well, maybe it will. Alright, let's go ahead and check out these shoes. Determination and direct hit rates against critical hit and determination. Yeah, I might want to actually put these on, but for now, we'll focus on the main story and the level 74 main story quest entitled An Unwanted Proposal. Y'shtola's thirst for knowledge shaded, she seems to be content to return to Slitherbow. Let us hurry to Slitherbow, the others are waiting. After we return, the two of you should rest a while. No doubt Runar will eager to have you sample his cooking. As soon as I discover anything of importance, you'll be the first to know. Alright then. Yeah, I have you all speculating on why Y'shtola can't notice Ardbird's ghost. Alright, back over to Runar. Shinji, the god told me you left with Master Matoya to wove an oath. And no sooner do you return than she locks herself away in our chambers without so much as a word. She knows how I worry when she leaves without telling me. But she is safe and that is all that matters. You must be hungry after such a journey. Why not have a seat there by the fire? The stew will soon be ready. Alright then. Yeah, chill out by the fire. Sans battle gear, of course. And so, sometime later... Ah! This is not Fatal Attraction. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Charge me with smoking?
Strange. The others on patrol should have returned by now. Our food will be overcooked if we wait any longer.
Let's hope they're not gone for good.
We will just have to start without them. Would you call Master Matoya and the others?
Yeah, I guess I can do that for you. Yeah, my legs even phase through the other part of my Doman outfit.
I'm tired of these games, Urianger. Why do you pretend you cannot see it?
Yeah, I guess we're eavesdropping now.
The blessing may spare him the fate of becoming a Light Warden. But you cannot be blind to the nascent corruption. He is not as he was in the Source. Though I have no proof, I fear that the light which poured forth from the Wardens was not negated at all.
So then how do we have nighttime?
I fear it was absorbed, that he has been suffused with their light.
Am I not trusted anymore?
Though I have given thought to this possibility, I dare not speak until more is known.
By the time you deign to enlighten us, it may be too late, if it is not already. Urianger, I know full well, after all these years, that you have only the best of intentions. But that does not make it any easier to put my faith in a man so infatuated with secrecy. I have had my suspicions ever since the Exarch bade you speak that day. But now I must ask. The 8th Umbral Calamity and all that followed. Everything you claim to have seen. Did you?
Well, we've already been told about it.
Help! Someone help!
But then... yeah, the end of eavesdropping.
The Eulmorans have come for us! We're under attack!
Oh, great. We gotta deal with them again. Yeah, I guess this moment's been spoiled for now. Meanwhile in Eulmore... yeah, because, of course, the Exarch and Alphanode went over there to speak with Lord Vothri, but I imagine it's not going to end very well. Yeah, here come the Jesters accompanying the Exarch. Or I guess more or less escorting him. And like, ta-da! Well, hell with it.
Lord Vothri, how good it is to see you. How long has it been? Not since your inauguration, unless I'm mistaken. Too long, at any rate. May I say how humbled I am to be invited not only into your city, but your home. You are as generous as ever.
And you as disingenuous. Let us dispense with the pleasantries. This merry band of dissidents people are calling Warriors of Darkness. They have slain Sin-Eaters, and by all accounts the Crystarium is complicit in their villainy. And now I hear reports of your people obstructing my soldiers, so I must ask, what exactly do you think you are doing?
Whatever he wants.
I might ask you the same thing. It should be clear, even to you, that defeating the Light Wardens represents the world's only hope of survival. Even now, the people of Lakeland and Eulmore rejoice in the return of night. For 100 years, they yearned for a means to fight back against the Sin-Eaters, and at last they have found one. Yet you choose to stand idly by and do nothing. Why?
Why? Because this hope you cling to is nothing more than a fever dream, an exercise in futility.
Even though we proved otherwise?
Even should you slay the Sin-Eaters, the world as we know it is beyond salvation. With what little land and resources remain, the people would be free only to starve. Before long, they would turn to violence, then to war, and ultimately usher themselves unto oblivion. They require a firm hand to shepherd them from the edge. The hand of a king. Nay, a god.
And you're gonna claim yourself as one?
I will see their dreams fulfilled, their wishes granted. I will give them peace, order, and they shall never want for bliss. Men are fickle creatures who entertain vague ideals without the faintest notion what they cost. But a little fear can go a long way towards helping them realize what it is they truly need.
And what's that exactly?
Sanctuary. And they shall find none in this world save that which I afford them. That is why the Sin-Eaters exist. To unite the world under my dominion.
Do you really believe that?
A paradise fit to grace the 8th Umbral era.
What was that?
Oh, you don't need to know.
A minor epiphany, nothing more.
And so?
You have always held sway over those around you. Those who defy you must submit or die. What sits before me is the inevitable result of bloated privilege and unchecked power. But man is more resilient than you think. His achievements are not the product of violence and bloodshed, but compassion and understanding. This calamity is but another crisis to be overcome. And we will, once we eliminate the Sin Eaters.
You poor deluded fool. These people care not for the morrow. They care only for the now, and the contentment they lack. What good is a paradise to them if it is 1,000 years in the making, or even 100?
Well, you always were stubborn.
Them, Lord Forthry. They see further than you think. I have beheld it in the blood and sweat and tears of those who would sacrifice everything for a future they may never know, that their children may never know. I have beheld it in the hopes and dreams of those who came before, which we bequeath to those who come after, that they might in turn build upon the foundations laid by our forebears. These are the bonds which hold man and his world together, not your gilded chains, and I will resist your every effort to shackle him.
In summary, you will continue to support the villains hunting my Sin Eaters?
More or less. And also, does anyone notice that there's a weird, creepy face on the right side of Lord Vothry's body? It almost looks like a person's... that he's growing like a second head or something underneath his armpit. Like, that. If that's the case, that is creepy.
With tremendous enthusiasm, for I have faith in the future they would build.
Oh, why do I even bother?
Why do you?
Fools, the lot of you! So naive! So painfully predictable! Did you imagine I did not know your mind? That I would wait until after this meeting to dispatch my forces? Even as we speak, they march to the Sin Eaters' defense.
Uh-oh.
Insurrection will not be tolerated! The people of this world are mine to rule, mine to command. And you are no exception!
Oh.
What? How did he?
Haha!
Insolent swine! I will not stand for this! Do you hear me?
And off he goes on another temper tantrum. So meanwhile, back over in the Greatwood. Yeah, there is Ranjit and his forces. They know we're here. It's like, can we help you? But I guess the answer is no.
You speak for the Knights Blessed?
I do. I presume that is your doing.
Yeah, it would be.
If you have come to parley, I must insist that you first return him to us.
You're in no position to make demands.
Even though you're invading them. How do we get out of here?
By Lord Vorthry's decree, Raktika now falls under the governance of Eulmore. You will henceforth answer to us.
How about no?
Is that so? And the children of the Everlasting Dark have acquiesced to this madness?
We have reached an accord, yes. Too many times have the Knights Blessed shunned Eulmore's overtures of friendship.
Well, I don't call what you
risk
just
that
did friendship.
harbor hostile intentions has grown too great to ignore. Therefore, his lordship has claimed dominion over this forest and bestowed executive authority upon the children of the Everlasting Dark.
So what are we going to do about it?
In his wisdom, Lord Vorthry has agreed to recognize ours as the only permissible expression of dark worship. It's one true faith.
Ugh.
You and your false creed are a blight on these woods. A foul, unholy corruption that must be cleansed. Little wonder the Warrior of Darkness visits both Lakeland and Eulmore, yet shuns Raktika. Your perverted teachings hold blessed Shadow at bay.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to stand for that.
You have accepted the yoke of Eulmore to spite us, then? Fools. Darkness will never return to these skies while they hold sway.
Those of you minded to obey his lordship are to make for Woven Oath with all haste. We will leave you, that you may have time to prepare.
Woven Oath? Are you suggesting we abandon our fate to join those zealots?
Oh, I believe that's exactly what he's saying.
What has your faith afforded you thus far? Nothing! We will guide you along the righteous path.
And should we refuse?
I'm obviously going to assume...
Anyone found here upon our return will be considered a traitor to Eulmore, and dealt with as such.
Yeah, we're not amused. Well, at least we're free to come out now. So what do we do?
We will discuss these developments after I have tended to our casualty.
Yeah, let's get back inside before they decide to double back. Yeah, it's getting serious now. So yeah, after the failed eavesdrop... Yeah, here we are, Jay, what's going on? The god hath been afflicted with the most terrible and efficacious poison. We have attempted all manner of healing incantations, alas, his condition remains unchanged. At present we can but slow the poison's advance. I pray it will afford us sufficient time to find a cure. Well, let's hope you're right, cause, yeah, we pretty much have had a death threat imposed upon us now, and we have to deal with it.